Hello class, it's English time again, and for today we will be discussing Quarter 3, Module 6 in English. It is entitled Reacting to What is Asserted or Expressed in a Text. To begin with, let us have the objectives in this module, and they are found in What I Need to Know. So at the end of this module, you are expected to determine tone and mood of the text. So don't worry, because later we will be discussing in detail the difference between tone and mood. Also, you will learn to identify types of text. So we will be discussing the different types of text later. And lastly, you will learn to write reactions to what is expressed in a text. So let us now have the discussion part, and it is found in the what is it part. So under this part, we can find again the title of this module, Reacting to What is Asserted or Expressed in a Text. And we have here a series of questions. It says, how do you react to a text? Do you find it difficult in determining the mood, tone, and purpose of the author in the text? So let's have our simple discussion. So in this part of the module, we will be discussing mood, tone, and the purpose of the author. To begin with, let us first have mood. So when we say mood, it is the general feeling the reader gets while reading a story. So we are considered as the reader. So therefore, when we say mood, it is all about our feeling as the reader of the story. So the reader may feel excited, happy, scared, lonely, angry, sad, overjoyed, frustrated, depressed, or amused. It is the feeling or atmosphere the reader perceive or feel while reading. So remember, it is how we feel while we read a story. Thus, it is the overall emotion created by a work of literature. So under work of literature, sometimes we have essay, poem, story, just like what I said, even novel, they are all works of literature. So this feeling were expressed by the writers through the words that he or she chose to describe the characters, setting, or events in the story. So remember students, that mood is the way a text or a story makes the reader feel. So since we are all reader of the story, so it is all about us. It is all about our feeling. Okay? So mood is how a story makes us feel, or it is how a story makes the reader feel. Okay? So we have your examples. The first one, it says, the bright castle of King Indarapatra was filled with festivities. So the word bright here and castle, even the word festivities, signify that the mood is happy. Okay? While this one, the bones were scattered around the dark mountain. So the words bones and of course the word dark or dark mountain express or signify that the place is scary. So mood is happy and this one is scary. Okay? Tone, on the other hand, is the attitude a writer takes toward an audience, a subject, or a character. So tone is conveyed through the writer's choice of words and details. The tone can be light, humorous, serious and sad, friendly or hostile, joyous or angry, and proud or sympathetic. So it is suggested by the choice of words, the arrangement of the words the author used. So remember, in short, tone is the way a narrator or speaker or character speaks. So it is the attitude of the writer of the story. Okay? So we have here example. It says, I'm not like you. I don't like to play rough, dangerous games. So the words don't like and dangerous express the tone is fearful. Okay, so that is the tone. So at this point, let us now discuss about the types of the text. But before that, let us have a short review. So when we say mood, it is the feeling of the reader, while tone is the attitude or the emotion conveyed by the reader and writer or author. So now, let us go on to the four basic types of text. So we have here descriptive, narrative, expository, and argumentative. So let us first have descriptive. So the root word of descriptive is describe. So therefore, this particular type of text is more on describing someone, or it can be a location, describing an object, an event, or just like what I said, someone or a person, even place. Okay? So in writing a descriptive text, we usually use our five senses. So we use our sense of sight, sound, smell, taste, and feel or touch. And it is way of painting but with the use of words, just like this one. The title of this particular text is Mom by Mark Penny. And in this particular text, the author, Mark Penny, describes his mom. Okay? So just like this one, my mom was a beautiful. So she had wavy, dark brown hair and hazel eyes. So it is more on describing his mom. So just like what I said, if you want to describe an object, event, even a place, so that will fall under descriptive text. Okay, so this one is very easy because we have a clue, and that clue is the root word, describe. The next type of text is narrative text. Okay, so narrative texts include any type of writing that relates a series of events and includes both fiction and non-fiction. So we have here examples. So under fiction, we have novels, short stories, and poems, because when we say fiction, it is just based on the author's imagination. So we have here imaginary character, imaginary setting, and event. On the other hand, when we say nonfiction, we have here memoirs, biographies, news stories. So they are based on facts and truth. So both forms tell stories. So remember that narrative text tells a story. Sometimes it uses imaginative language and it expresses emotion. It often uses imagery, metaphors, and symbols. So remember, students, that narrative text tells a story. Okay? So we have here example. The title is Fathers and Sons by Mark Penny again. So in this particular text, the father is telling a story about the son, okay, and their experiences. Because just like what I said, narrative text is just telling a story, okay? You narrate a story. So now, let us go on to the third one. So the third type of text is expository text. So expository texts exist to provide facts in a way that is educational and purposeful. So remember that expository text is educational. This text is fact-based, so it is based on truth with the purpose of educating the reader. And it is based on a reliable source. So you can use books or you can surf in the internet for the details because it should have reliable source. Truth and deliberately expository text will focus on educating its reader. So it is informative and it uses facts, statistics, and examples to support your discussion. Okay, to support your facts. So again, expository text is informative, educational, and you discuss in here truth based on a source. Okay, so you need to explain your point by giving facts, examples, and statistics. So just like this one. So our example here is about the text air pollution. So discussing air pollution here is educational because sometimes due to air pollution we experience eye irritation, skin diseases, and even chronic disease such as cancer. So air pollution include particle just like carbon monoxide and so on and so forth. So that's the reason why it is educational. Okay? Next, the last one, we have here persuasive text. So a persuasive text is any text where the main purpose is to present a point of view and seeks to persuade a reader. So when we say persuade the action or fact of persuading someone to do or believe something. It is a synonymous term to convince. Okay? So a persuasive text can be an argument, discussion, review, or even advertisement. Okay? Because you are convincing someone. So, for example, you are advertising a cell phone, so you need to convince them to buy the cell phone, just like that. So, we have here an example. The title is The Most Important Meal. So, the author here is presenting an argument in where he said that breakfast is the most important meal. So, there is a research that if you skip breakfast, experts say that you are looking for a disease because it's not healthy to have an empty stomach all day long. So you are convincing the reader to do not skip their breakfast because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Okay, persuading or convincing. So let us go back to the different type of text that we discussed. So when we say descriptive text, all you need to do is to describe a person, a location, object, event, or place. Narrative text, you just tell a story. Okay. When we say expository text, it is educational. No, you need to use sources to be able for you to give facts, explanation, statistics, and examples. And the last one, persuasive text, the root word or the most important word is convince. You will persuade a reader. Okay, so I hope you learned something in this particular video lesson. If you have questions, please don't be shy to ask me. Okay, so goodbye everyone and God bless.